So we're riding the Himiway Cruiser along with a Giddy up bike seat and a Redshift seat post. This trail is pretty bumpy at this end, and it'll make for a much smoother ride for me. So that's what we're doing right now. What I'd like to do is see how far out the bike trail has come. They've extended this out to get closer to the Erie Canal bike trail. Those squirrels just darting right out. I have a fear one of them is gonna jump on me sometime. We're gonna take this out as far as we can go. So what my goal is to basically get to the Erie Canal without having to ride in the road. My wife isn't fond of riding on the side of the road, so we're gonna look for a way to get there without having to do that. See where this bike trail ends. And there's a electric XP bike that just passed us. So just in riding the Himiway, I do notice, because we don't have hydraulic brakes, these brakes are going to need to be tightened up quite regularly. I did a video on tightening them up. If you check that out, you will have to do it more frequently though. There's no doubt about it. Mechanical brakes just are not the same. So we're gonna take this out as far as we can go and see where we need to go to hook up with the Erie Canal Trail, if it's even possible. And there goes my water. Okay, I don't know how that popped out of there, but let's go ahead and tighten it down. And there's a little ripcord here. Doesn't really lock down. This holder was not cheap either, I'll tell you that. Probably some better ones out there. Okay, let's get back up. So this is a bumpy trail, and with the suspension seat post on, it really absorbs all these bumps. Normally I'd be taking a beating. So one thing that I'm very impressed with the Himiway Cruiser is the display. There are a lot of displays out there that are color, fancy. The Himiway display is pretty basic, straightforward, but you can see it no matter what, whether you're in the brightest sun or in the dark. The display is amazing when it comes to clarity and being able to just take a glance down and know the speed that you're going, which is pretty impressive, if you ask me. Basically cruising up these hills, as long as you're pedaling, you could pretty much go up anything you want. This is a pretty steep ridge here. Overpass, it's going over 104 expressway here in upstate New York. We're gonna pick up the other end of this trail that they just started building out. Now here's something that I'm a little concerned with. So because I haven't tightened these brakes up, coming down these sharp, steep hills, you really got to make sure you take your time, because you don't want to lose your brakes. Always check on your way down that your brakes are working properly, and don't just cruise down these tight, steep hills without paying attention, because you could basically really end up not being able to stop when you get to the bottom. So we're gonna head over here and pick up this trail, and we're gonna take this trail out as far as it goes and see how close we can get to the Erie Canal Trail. There are some finer adjustments you can do on the brakes. If you were to use the nut here and back it off, you can tighten up your brakes. I think I have them pretty well as far out as it'll go. We're gonna go ahead and get up on this trail here. So this is just, well, that was pretty slippery. So this is just freshly paved, and this is the newest addition to the bike trail. And it looks like they have it open now because the closed sign is gone. I did a video where I said the trail to nowhere because I was kind of upset that it didn't end at the Erie Canal. I feel like it's a missed opportunity. It would have been a really nice opportunity to have this trail go all the way to the Erie Canal. Then we have a path we can ride as far as you want. We do need to get off this path, get on the main roads, and then get to the other portion of the path or to where the Erie Canal Trail is to continue to ride your bike. So they're putting up some fencing here, and as you can see the side of the road there, that is the expressway. That's our local interstate. Back here you have these are some old Kodak buildings. Kodak has changed over the years, and very big manufacturing company in upstate New York. Them and Xerox, we fared pretty well over the years, especially when Kodak had its huge decline. We did pretty good with holding our own here in upstate New York and continued to bring in other manufacturing jobs. So this path is really nice. I like the way that it's decently wide enough for two people to be riding opposite directions and not feel like you're going to collide with each other. They're putting the fences up here probably to keep the animals from getting spooked maybe and running onto the expressway. I don't know, but that's kind of cool. So now there's another section to this path. This ends right here. This is, make sure I don't ride up on the freshly planted grass here, because that wouldn't be right. So let's go ahead and pick up the other section of this bike trail. It looks like it comes across the street here. We're gonna take it up as far as we can go. Some nice freshly planted grass. And it looks like this section may have been blocked off. So let's just try and navigate around without having to drive onto any of this freshly planted lawn here. Okay, so here we're able to pick the trail back up. Had to navigate a little bit around that stuff. I don't want to ruin the nice planted lawn we got going on here. This looks like it's all new as well. Some nice wooden fencing. Kind of more for the look of things. And then of course, the trail continues. So from what I understand, it's going to end at an intersection that we're going to have to make a right-hand turn, see if we can continue on with any sidewalks, and if we can, this will be successful. So let's see what happens. My whole goal here today is just to see if we can make it to the Erie Canal Trail without having to take any roads. If we can accomplish that, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, it's not possible. That sucks. I'm gonna take a little ride over there, see what happens. Take her slow and easy through here. I think I'm seeing another sidewalk here. If that's all we have to do, that's not that bad. So let's see if that's the case. Nice and slow. So really, that gets us over to a sidewalk. Okay, so we had a little bit of a traveling on the lawn and then just over a bridge. Now we're back to a sidewalk. This plan may come together. Let's see what happens. I guess I'll have to say very little traveling in the road. Actually, no traveling in the road, but on the sidewalks a little bit. I know the trail is right through here somewhere. So let's start looking for some signs. We're gonna turn down here near this U-Haul. And let's see if we can't get connected. So we're gonna ride right up this hill here. And we will make a right-hand turn right up here. Now I think this is going to be the park here. This is the office park that leads through to Long Pond, and then will take us to the canal. So let's go ahead and take a ride through here. This trail hasn't been maintained very well at this end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of skip through. We can kind of cut through there, or just stay on this main road. I'm gonna stay on this main road. So we're gonna take a ride through the office park here, take it down to the end, and connect with the Erie Canal. So we're just gonna kind of scoot through the park. Okay, we made it. Basically, we found a way to get there with very little main roads. Through this office park, we're able to get to the canal. And to get to this office park, very little riding is required in the road, if any. It's gonna be grass, sidewalk. Really, that's about it. So thanks for checking us out. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. See ya.